Hey, you guys want to go trucking? What a beautiful day in Missouri, huh? Came home last night, so it's just my second loop. I'm gonna run back up to the lake. I'm gonna go down to Osceola, Arkansas, get a coil, and then run it up to Portage. And as of now, I don't have nothing coming back. This is that market, hot and cold. Beautiful day. All right, let's do the pre-trip. I'll show you how to do my pre-trip. May not be the DOT pre-trip. I never done one of those because I never had to do a driving test or a written test or anything like that. I had a farm license that turned to a chauffeur's license at 18, and then one time I was 19, they started calling that or 20 maybe, they started calling that an intra. You had to stay inside the state you lived. It was originally called a chauffeur's license. And then at 21, it automatically turned to a interstate CDL Class A, whatever. The only test I've ever taken at DMV was when I did my hazmat every 4 years when I needed it. So we'll get through this pre-trip the best we can without all that high knowledge and high learning at trucker schools, because never went to one of them either. All right, let's see if we can see if there's anything wrong with Ellie Mae, and we'll get rolling. Hold on. All right, guys, I already checked my oil, so let me start up here at the flashlight. I'm looking for anything loose, falling down, leaking, stuff like that. Check your tires, oil inside here, your hubs, brakes, all that stuff. Got all the lights on. Okay, usually I have my hammer to bump the tires, but I got my light. So I'll kick them. Okay. We're gonna check in here. Suspension, U-joints, see anything shiny, oil leaking anywhere, wheel seals leaking. Brakes are good, I know that, I check those all the time. And checking the airbags, check the tires, make sure everything's good. All the lights are working, flashers are working. Same thing back here. Check tires, make sure the wheel seals aren't leaking on the outside. You shine over there, make sure they're not leaking on the inside, okay? This really don't take that long. When I watch guys in truck stops, this light sometimes works, sometimes doesn't, but I haven't found one of those. So it's kind of working, it's not very bright, I think. It's got two LEDs, one's working, one's not. And I gotta get that replaced sometime. Same thing, I check over there. All right, no leaks. Check over there, no leaks. Outside, good. I got my stuff up here because I unloaded a coil last night. I'm going to get another one, so I just strapped it down instead of putting everything away. Same thing, airbags, wheels, kick. Usually I hit with my hammer. Okay. Same thing over here, different side. Airbag, wheel seals, U-joints, anything I see that's out of whack. And also look at the brakes. Yeah. Again, checking all the lights as we go. All the flashers are working. Flasher in the middle, yeah, it's working. Over here, we check the coolant. Make sure there's no exhaust manifold bolts falling out. No oil leaking around your turbo. You know, the joints, that's how you, if your turbo starts spitting oil, it's time for a new one. It's one of the things you look for. All right, belts look good. Yep, front end, same thing. Tires, wheel seals, headlights, flashers, marker lights, turn signals, they're all working. Now we'll start it up, check some air pressure, and get going. Really don't take that long. Although I see guys, they just get out of their sleeper, jump in the driver's seat, start it up, sit there for 10 minutes and drive off. Never even walk around. And then they're on the ramp calling the service truck because they had a flat tire and they didn't even know it till they got going. Lazy. Doesn't take that long. What are we, 3 minutes? And that's more of a thorough pre-trip than most. All right, I got a few more minutes here. We got to check air and all that, make sure everything's firing on all cylinders, and we'll get out of here. All right, see you in a minute. All systems are go. These stupid guineas, they'll come try to attack the truck. Get ready to leave in a minute. And they'll charge this big old Kenworth. All right, let me get a couple things and then we'll get trucking. All right, here we go. And guys, never film while you're driving, man. I'm idling down my driveway, so I'm not sure this counts, but one, it's dangerous. It's distracted. Even if you just got the camera set up facing you, it's just a bad idea. If you ever get in a wreck and the people suing you can find that footage, they can use it against you, saying, hey, see this guy? He's a distracted driver. He films himself going down the road. He's focused on that, not his driving. So lots of ways to skin a cat, as they say. I don't know who skins cats, but it's not just the inherent danger of filming while you're driving. It's also, even if you wreck and you're not filming, they can dig that up and use it against you. So good practice, don't film while you're driving, especially on the public roadways. I go through all my hundreds of videos and I don't have one, not a one, just because I don't do it. I don't film while I drive, except for 3 miles per hour on my own private driveway. All right, guys, but we're coming up to the main road, so I gotta go. See you, bye. We're down here at Big River Steel in Osceola, Arkansas. Biggest steel mill in the country, by the way. It's a monster, probably 10 miles squared. A couple different entrances. Good people. This isn't the building though. They got some buildings now that are automated. Like the crane, you know, it'll be a building 10 times this size. The crane will go get your coil and bring it back, all automated. And then the crane operator, all he does is take it from about where these coils are. They'll have a fence there. The crane will stop right there, so nobody can walk in there under the automated crane, of course. And he will, when he gets to the fence, he takes over and sets it on the truck. But the robot crane does the rest. So I don't think that's my coil. Maybe it is. I don't know. I don't know. Well, we'll see. Now it's going the other way. Anyway, he told me to pull down here, so I'm all ready to go. Just waiting on him. All right, y'all. See you in a minute. Another day in the life of hauling big metal donuts. All right, guys. Got my little coil on. I'm going to show you why. I just caught this. I always tell you to hit the chain. So this small coil, 4 chains and a strap. 4 chains is plenty, totally legal. I just threw the strap on for good measure, but you see this little deal here? That's kinked. As soon as you hit a good bump, that's gonna straighten out, this chain's gonna loosen. Now, I'll be able to knock it loose with my bar. I try to do it with one hand, hold up. Okay, there it goes. Now that chain is loose, see that? See how that popped that out? That's why I've showed you guys, go around and hit these chains and then make sure they're still tight. That kink could be up there and you miss it or whatever. You see how that popped out? Use the bar. Give them a little bit of love and then tighten them up. Also why I like ratchet binders, because I don't want to be hit by snap binders. And if that was a snap binder, I'd have to undo it all again and play jump on the bar. Now all I gotta do is go to the other side, take a couple cranks on that ratchet, and she's good to go. So, there you go. Pro tip for you. Let me finish this up, we gotta get rolling. All right guys, not really doing another coil video. God knows I got enough of those. But here's why I throw a blanket, is that $300 coil bag will be shredded lettuce. Rubbing on that after a few hundred miles. Even when they're wrapped up good, like those, I throw the blanket, because there'll always be a piece of metal sticking out somewhere, at least in my world, that will tear my coil bag. So the blanket only takes me about a minute, 2 to put it on. It's worth the extra time. Let me get this wrapped up. All right guys, we're ready. Just sliding the axles, we're good. Loaded up, tarped up. Kind of pretty-ish. Bungees outside the rail, keep it clean. All right, let's unlock that brake. All right, let's go trucking. Hey, we got a load for tomorrow. Got to go down to Crawfordsville and get it. Now, here comes somebody. I had this whole bay to myself, but I've only been in here about 40 minutes, so. Got a load down in Crawfordsville after we drop this in Portage. A little bit of a ways to go, but at least we got some. All right. Get out of this ways, guys. See you in a minute. First part of my day having to get fuel. That guy's around his truck, but nobody around all these trucks in the fuel islands. They're inside playing grab butt, getting their food. Tons of parking over there, tons, but they're too lazy. That's an extra 50 yards. No, we won't be doing that. All right, we're gonna get fuel and do a load check and try to get on down the road. Wish me luck. Try to avoid truck stops at all cost. It's truly worst part of my day, man. Flip-flops gone wild, complete idiotism. Is that a word? Honking at each other, backup beepers, throwing garbage on the ground. It's like going to the zoo. Alright, see you in a minute. Alright guys, I pulled over here and parked. Can you believe it? So I'm gonna go ahead and get my fuel receipt and something to drink, use the restroom, and about another 15 minutes to kill to get the rest of my time. So do my 30 minutes. Not in the fuel island, though. So load checks, pretty simple. Make sure you do them. I already did it in the fuel island while I was pumping diesel, but you know, just walk along here and grab these chains, reach up under there, grab them, make sure they're still tight. Okay? If they're not tight, that's the great thing about ratchets. I just undo a few of these bungees, reach up in there, tighten them up, good to go. Using snap binders, you got to move a lot of tarp so you can get the bar and everything, big old mess. That's why you never bottom out your binders. That and it's illegal too. Oh, leave old Ellie Mae sitting here. We will go get our fuel receipt. Something to drink. Gosh, I don't know. Whew, it's about 80 yards. I don't know if I can make it. Most guys can't. They got to park in the fuel island. Yeah, just ranting. Ranting about the modern day steering wheel holder. Alright guys, see you in a minute. You guys still riding along? We're at, hold on, loud fan. Hey, we're at the Loves in Kankakee. Actually, I should be quiet. Little flip-floppers are sleeping. Well, they're probably playing video games. I stopped to do a good load check in case I had a bad tire and get it fixed here. Really, to fill up my thermos. So one of my fuel cards gets me unlimited refills, platinum status or whatever. And I didn't get dirty or nothing. Don't need a shower tonight, so we're gonna go ahead and go on into Portage. So should be there about 10:30. So 12 and a half hour day, probably about 630 miles and loading the coil. It's another day at the office. If I remember, I'll say goodnight to you when I get there. If not, I'll see you all in the morning. Bye now. Old Ellie Mae, she just looks cool sitting there, don't she? Alright. It's getting cold, man. It's 52 degrees. I gotta get my bunk heater swapped out. I'll do a video on that. It died on me. But I haven't needed it, so I've been putting it off. But I gotta get it done, maybe this weekend. Alright, back to trucking. You guys still hanging out? Alright. 10:26, 10:30. We are here in the Port of Indiana. I'm delivering right over here to Indiana Pickling. Not my favorite place, but we'll get it done in the morning. It's pretty quiet in here at night. And you won't oversleep. Because come about 5:36, trucks will be racing up and down this road and you'll get woke up. So And yeah, so not that I would ever cheat, but you could e-log crawl right in here and deliver it. And then that way my 10's up here at 8:30 in the morning. Do a 15-minute, 20-minute pre-trips and unload and get on down the road. Pretty easy day, man. Just another day at the office. Like I said, I didn't get too dirty or sweaty, so I didn't need a shower. E-log says 617 miles. Still got an hour and 10 minutes of driving left. So we didn't waste no time, got her done. Thanks for riding along, man. I am going to get in the back here and warm up something that my wife, she packages me up a bunch of meals for the week. I think I seen some kind of noodles, chicken and noodles or something in there. Eat a little something and get to bed. All right, guys, we'll see you in the morning. Bye now. Good morning, good morning. Coffee and scripture. Best way to start your day, in my opinion. So, I'm another hour on my 10 here. So you don't need to get in too big of a hurry, even to e-log crawl in there. Not a big line or nothing. Read through Paul's letter to the Corinthian church, 1 Corinthians. And of course he writes another one in 2 Corinthians. Great letters. There's a lot of churches, I believe, that have not, will not, or willfully ignore these letters with the way they do things in their church. You know, having women as pastors for one, or thinking you can speak in tongues on command, and all this other craziness in church. In fact, the Corinthian church was out of control with those exact things in these letters. Paul wrote to straighten that out. So, hey, lepers don't change their spots. We're all a bunch of crazy people walking the planet, so we end up trying to do what we want anyways most of the time. So a lot of churches out there, especially the charismatic ones, that and nothing wrong with being excited for the Lord, but they must not ever read through Paul's letters to the church at Corinth. With that said, good morning, good morning. Pretty quiet in here last night till, like I said, about 5 a.m. and then the roar of trucks. It is, what is it, 7:30. Yeah, my 10 is up at 8:30. And between now and then we'll get this shaken off. And then we will head down to Crawfordsville, Indiana to get 2 more coils going back to St. Louis, and that'll wrap our week up. I mean, there's a chance if we hustle it up and they don't have anything for me to load to bring home for the weekend out of St. Louis, I might be home tonight. See how that goes. If not, early tomorrow, either way. All right, guys. Thanks for riding along. We'll see you when we get this thing unloaded. Bye now. All right, we made it to Newport, Crawfordsville. I couldn't get my appointment time bumped up, so we're pretty early. And I'm going to call them on the CB here. See if they'll let me in. Probably not. It's a half-hour window. Got nothing to lose, right? So we'll see if we can get a hold of them here. New core scale. A bunch of trucks up there that may not even answer me. If they don't, well, I could drive up on there and they might turn me around. If not, we'll get the clock stopped. Roger? Scale. Nada. All right. Well, in the meantime, deck set up. Try to get in, if not, we'll do a little more reading. We'll get this, that's a couple squirrels. A couple squirrels? A couple coils to get. Then depending on if, I think I told you, if I got something to load, tomorrow I won't be in a big hurry. If I don't, I might be able to shake this off and be home tonight. It'll be razor thin. We'll see what happens. All right, see you in a bit. All right. Well, I got my deck set up. I'll flip that around and show you. Nothing spectacular. I never did answer on the radio, so I actually just drove up on the scale and they let me in. Well over an hour early, so you never know. All I can do is tell you no. But I don't like to sit around, man. Once I'm up, I like to go. Let's keep moving until the end of the day, wherever we end up. So, said I'm using a crane to do something, and he'll be right with me. So we'll throw these coils on, and I go outside and tarp because they make you use this tarping crap. I guess I could do it in here. There's no one waiting. Don't make no difference to me. But I got to put up this fall protection junk. I guess it's a good idea. Don't want to. I've never fallen off a trailer, so lucky. I know a lot of guys have, and I don't want to either, especially at my age. I'll be laid up on a couch for a while because I don't bounce and heal up like I used to. I'll show you the deck. I don't know what I'm showing you. Nothing exciting. Hold on. All right, these are both light coils, both under 20. Loud train, so I only need 2 coil racks. I got 2 on that one and 3. Because I already had 5 on the deck, so. One is, I don't know, 15 or 16,000, and the other one's 14,000. I don't know. It's like 30,000 total. So. Anyway, we'll put one there, roll a tarp out, and go trucking. I think I can get it delivered tonight. I'm pretty sure those guys, it says 6 o'clock, but I think they're there later than that. So here he comes. He got my paperwork. See you in a minute. Well, interesting. As soon as I said that, he called me over and said, remember, you got to use the net thing. I go, yeah, no problem. I usually go outside to tarp. He's all, well, they got him out there, and I do see him over there. He's all, you got to use them outside too. I'm like, well, dadgummit, no big deal. I don't need to get on the trailer except to roll the tarp out anyway. So if no one's wanting in the door, I'll just stay in here. It'll take but a minute to roll out one little tarp. And once it's rolled out and kind of folded out, you can get down, and I don't have to get back up there after that anyway, so it's all good. Just another day in the office, man. Safety procedures. It's a good thing. Most of my career, there wasn't safety stuff like this. I remember you used to not have to wear these safety vests or whatever. Common sense was a lot more prevalent 20 years ago, 25 years ago. But even then, we probably should have had it. You know, accidents happen. And though at the end of the day, they're just trying to CYA, cover the old, you know what, cover their butt for lawsuits and stuff. There is an element that's good. You know, we don't want to see anybody get hurt, so sometimes safety is redundant and ridiculous at times, but at the end of the day, you can't be too safe out here, really. It's like you can't over-secure stuff. No such thing as over-securement, in my opinion. It's definitely under-securement. Well, we all want to go home to our families and see our loved ones when our trip is through. Whether it's a day, 2, a week, month. Most, some don't, but most of us have somebody that wants to see us when we get home. So, all right, y'all. Another day of hauling steel donuts. See you in a bit. All right, guys, before I cover them up, hitch your chains, of course. I got 2 chains of the strap. Way more than I need. Weight-wise, 1 chain would be enough, but it's not good for forward or rearward momentum. So, Got to have at least 2 straps extra. But get up there and feel those. That might look okay. But under that paper is the metal. They don't have any inserts in there. So do it right. Put the inserts in there. We don't want to damage stuff. Let me get this fall protection going up here and the tarp rolled out. See you in a minute. Well, all right, we're all loaded. Nothing too exciting. Loaded. Got something to eat. Change shirts. Ready to go. See where the rest of the day takes us. Should have plenty of time to go drop this and go home if they don't have something worth my while to stay up in St. Louis to get tomorrow morning. But we'll see. Yeah, that's it. 2 coils. Yeah, I guess I could show them to you tarped in the rearview mirror. All right, and then that we'll see you in St. Louis. There you go. Can you see them? Yippee. 2 baby coils ready to go trucking. As soon as I get through this line and get my paperwork. See you, bye. All right, we're in Brazil, Indiana. Got a call earlier. I got something to load in the morning, so I just threw the anchor out. I could have unloaded it tonight, but really no need. I'll just park there, and when they open at 6, we'll unload it and go reload. So I stopped, took a shower, sat down, had a burger at the Iron Skillet. And we got about a 3-hour ride over into St. Louis. All right, just keeping you updated. We'll holler at you in a bit. Bye now. Guys, still riding along? Well, we made it, no problem. We're at where I deliver in the morning. Let me see if I can put this up here. Oops, against my GPS. It's like 7:30. We had a flip-flop day. Let me see, we didn't drive much today. Oh man, total flip-flop day. Only 370 miles, 368 actually. So normally I would go home, not another 150 miles. I would drop this and go, and I could have done that, except we're loading in the morning, right? I'll go load some round bar going to Trenton, Tennessee for Monday morning, which my house is on the way. So that's another $850 in my pocket, so we don't turn that down, Roger. If you notice, I don't like to sleep at truck stops for many, many reasons. Could get run into there. It's noisy, backup beepers, people honking at each other all night. So shippers and receivers are usually a lot quieter. Usually I'm the only one here. Although old TMC over here, but he's far enough, he ain't gonna bother me when I turn my fan on. I won't even hear him, but I don't get it. He ain't getting his fuel bonus, and he ain't no owner operator, I'll tell you that, because it's like 65 degrees out, beautiful, and he's running his truck. And he has one of them trucks, when I have the AC on, the fan comes on and stays on. Not this guy. Every few minutes, whoa, whoa. That'd drive me insane if I was trying to sleep in that. Plus, I don't know why he's running it. Unless he's cooking something in there. Maybe he's cooking, I don't know. We'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe he's running his microwave, and here in a little bit, he's gonna shut it off. I would hope so. It'd be just silly. I don't understand you guys. Some of you guys run your truck all night in 55 to 65 degree weather. Ridiculous waste of fuel. Don't you guys get fuel bonuses? You won't do that if you're an owner operator when you're footing the bill. I ain't throwing away 40, 50 bucks a night in diesel to run my truck unless I have to, which is never almost, unless it's below like 10 degrees. Then I'll leave it run for many reasons. Batteries, I don't want the oil to get that thick, stuff like that. The warm air keeps fuel from gelling up, things like that. But, 15 and up, no. I got a bunk heater. Well, it ain't working. I'm going to fix that this weekend. And I got a APU. So, APU for AC, and it'll start up and charge the batteries, of course, if I'm running the bunk heater. So, anyway. All right, guys. Well, good night. Good night. We'll get a little bit more on this ride-along video. That's all I know, man. Just been kind of an easy little second turn. The first turn was good. The second turn's going good. So money-wise, so far, that first load was 1,500-ish. This load's like 900, or no, 800. And the load going down there is like 850 something. So whatever. 3 days, $3,000, something like that. 3,500. We ain't getting rich, but keeping our head above water. All right, guys. We'll get back and FaceTime with the family. Do a little bit more Bible reading. And then fall asleep. I think they get in here at 6. I'll get up about 5:15. As you get older, man, I don't just jump up at 10 to 6 and start running. I need a minute to wake up and get me some coffee. They got these new inventions you kids probably never heard of. It's called a thermos. I got good hot coffee in here, ready to go. I'll be a cup of coffee, wake up, and probably be out about, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes before 6, ripping the tarps off and getting ready to go, not waiting till the last second, because there'll probably be other trucks here too. So I will have my affairs in order, so when I pull in the door, they can grab these 2 coils and we'll see you and get out of the way and get on down the road. All right, guys, good night, man. God bless you. See you tomorrow. Bye now. Good morning, party people. 6:18 and we're done. Worked out perfect, really. I got up 5:15, and as soon as I got out, a couple trucks pulled in behind me, so that was cool. Got all my stuff off. They opened the door at 6, and we are leaving. I already scanned the paperwork and everything, so we're gonna go get some round bar at Alton Steel. They open at 7. We're 30 minutes away. Works out good. All right, let's go do it. So let's get this week wrapped up. Not quite awake yet, but we're getting there. See you bye. All right. Over here waiting to load. These trucks is always something. So for whatever reason, my fan won't shut off today. So it's got a new fan clutch, and I pulled over, shut it off, cycled the key on, the clutch releases, so the solenoid and air is working. So my mechanic says it's probably, he thinks usually it could be the high pressure switch from the air conditioner or a faulty wire somewhere or something. So instead, again, we're going to go home and then we're going to unhook the trailer and go up and see him. Life of an owner operator. So we'll get him to look at it. He can hook his computer up to it and see what is sending the signal to tell the clutch to stay on or something like that. I don't have those high-tech tens of $1,000s worth of scan tools. He does. That's why he makes the big bucks. All right, so we'll get loaded, go home, and the adventure continues. See you, bye. Comes the African chickens. All right, guys, home sweet home. Thanks for riding along. Pretty much 48 hours on the nose. 48 hours in the life of an owner-operator. Maybe that's what I'll call this. Got our round bar loaded up there. It's actually hexagon bar, so we'll just call it steel bar. And I'll show you. I unplugged my high-pressure switch and plugged it back in. It's working fine now, so maybe the plug was loose or something, but we're not going to run to the mechanics today. We'll let it ride another week. I think it'll be good for now. And I got to go in there, not this Monday, but the following Monday, and have them do that, and a couple brackets on the fuel tank that are starting to rust out. We'll replace those and anything else that breaks between now and then. But I'll show you what I did just in case your fan sticks on. Maybe this will help you, maybe it won't. So we flip it around, show you the round bar. We're gonna go in and visit with the wife. And then today, we're just kind of kick it the rest of the day. I'll probably come out and wash the truck. And you put that bunk heater in. I'll probably do that tomorrow. And yeah, that's just the life of a steel hauler here in the Midwest. All right, guys, let me flip this around. We'll show you the bar. Nothing exciting to look at there. And I'll show you that high pressure switch. And that'll be the end of this deal. Thanks for riding with me. God bless you guys. Bye now. There's your steel bar. Nothing too exciting. Got a glare of the sun. Of course, when you're doing your load check, these are easy to check. We want them zinging like a guitar string. That one's hitting the wood there, so it's muffled. There we go, guitar string, right? The guy got a little tone to it. Crank it down some more. All right. Here's that high pressure switch. Plus, I want him to do this because it screws into the AC line. And in my world, I'll break it. So can we get in there? There's your high pressure switch, right? Let me see here, right here. And my hand's in the way. The orange thing screws in here. It's hard to do with the phone. Right there, and it plugs in right down there. Wire goes up here, is zip tied with these other wires. I just unplugged it and plugged it back in, looking to see if that was corroded. So it wasn't corroded, but obviously it wasn't getting a good connection. And I tapped on this with a screwdriver as well. So we fixed it for now, but don't think that's a forever fix. That's why we will just go ahead and get that replaced. We'll also put a new plug on there and be done with it. We don't just let it go until it completely fails out in the middle of nowhere, where everything costs you more and then you go to fix it and you bust the AC line. So on and so forth. All right, y'all, God bless you. Have a good weekend. See you, bye.